everybody, it's Teresa here. I was just going to do a little crocheting. Thought I would come on and see if anybody wanted to chat with me while I do. I'm working on a beanie hat right here, and so that's about all I'm doing. What about y'all? Put my scissors up, and that's my little cross, and I'm looking for a daisy to put in one of those. Um, I've got the ring and I'm ready to put the daisy in it, but I haven't found the daisy for it yet. But I will. I'll find the daisy. Um, Anybody else doing anything today? Maybe, maybe not. I got some tails to weave in, of course, but that's the way it always is when you crochet, right? Mm, I'm not very good at it, but hey, it works the way it works, right? And what I do is I come in and I just join it up. And I usually only do 2 stitches here, but that's okay, right? And I'll come back and I'll do one so that it will not. Hi Sherry, how you doing? I'm working on a beanie hat. Um, and I'm doing a drop stitch on it. Doing a drop stitch on the beanie hat, so it'll kind of break the colors here. So that's what I'm doing. How are you doing today? I'm deciding on if I want to do it evenly or oddly or what, in between the stitches, if I want to drop it at the same stitch or come over and drop it at the stitch in between. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Um, I haven't been doing much today. I really need to do much today, though. I've been working on this hat. It's for Cheryl, and she wanted this really hot pink in it. And I took her with me to the store to look at it. So anyway, I'm putting it with hot pink in it. Um, as long as she likes it, that'll work, right? And I like the hot pink. Don't get me wrong, I do like it. And she wanted blue and pink, and I had a baby pink first that I was working on, and I had that first that I was doing, and so she said I want a darker pink, so I went and got a darker pink. I was talking to her a minute ago, but she said she had to charge her phone, so I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her later. Yeah, pink is one of my favorite colors. It really is. So, nope, nope, nope. I got to remember which side I'm going in. So, do you crochet, Sherry? I don't do a lot of crocheting anymore since my eyesight has gotten bad, but um, I do it a little bit here and there, and I'm not very fast at it. I'm not like a lot of people and can crochet this hat in just a few minutes because of my hands and my eyesight. It just won't let me. Just won't let me. So this is how I work with it. I was working with a a bamboo needle, but unfortunately I have lost my bamboo needle, so I had to go with this one here this time and work with it. So um, this is where I am with it. Ow! Got my foot hung up on something under my desk. I've been cleaning things out and organizing things and doing things here and there, and so Yeah, it is on mine too. I have to set it down. I've been working on this for a couple of days. I should have, normally, I would have something like this done within just a couple of hours. But because of my hands and my neck and everything, I have to sit and look at it and everything. I have to sit it down and come back to it. It's what I have to do. It's just one of those things that you got to do when you have problems. And I can't say when you get older because there's a lot of older people that can really outdo me. I got ladies at church that can outdo me for sure. Um, so and they're much older than I am. They're like 20 years older than I am. Some of them even older. My Sunday school teacher's like 90 years old, and she's going really strong. So she's going good. So I'm doing a, a, a half double and a treble to do this right here. And I've got all these tails that I got to weave in when I'm done, but I'll get it done. So, but I enjoy it. I do enjoy the doing the stitches and everything. And I would probably crochet along with Aunt Beck and her stitching. Unfortunately, I'm not as fast as they are, so it would just be kind of one of those things that I would be way behind on working on. So I like to look at their stitching and everything, and um, I'm not. It's like I love to watch slow stitching and everything, but my eyesight doesn't let me do much of that, so I don't get to do that. And it's just it. I mean, I enjoy watching and doing, but I'm just really, really slow at it. So that's okay. I mean, nobody faults anybody from being slow at things because of the fact that some people work faster than others. And I just got that hook through the wrong loop. So now I had to took it out and put it back. Hi, whoever's here and is not saying anything. It says there's two people here. So, but whoever's in the balcony, hello. What are you working on, Sherry? I know you're working on something. I know I got to do some die cuts soon. Yes, however it works for you. That's the way it is. And that's okay too. It sure is. So, and that's all right. I don't mind being slowpoke. I've been watching other people today and everything, and so I just been sitting here and my sister now she could crochet. I mean, she'd have this done in a couple hours for sure, and she'd be working on two or three other things at the same time. She was just that kind of person when it come to crocheting. She tried her best to teach me how to do filet crochet. I never could read a pattern backwards because filet crochet you have to read it backwards and everything. So I never could read it backwards. So I told her, I said, well, you just do the filet crochet. I'll watch. So yeah. And my other sister, she didn't crochet much. She did crochet some. I taught her how to crochet. My mom used to tell everybody I taught my daughters how to crochet, and then I quit. But so I need to get me a bowl to put my yarn in and wind it, so because these right here, when you start pulling them out and everything, they're fine, but then they get tangled up and all that. And I like to put it into a ball. So, but I haven't done that to this one yet. I should. But I want to get me one of them bowls with the slit in it to put it in. I thought about taking a 2 liter Coke bottle and fixing it to put these in and just running this through the top, make and taping it shut. My mother-in-law used to do that when she would crochet and everything to keep her yarns all separated. That's what she did. Um, and then my cousin takes and gets one of those boxes with the handle on it, and she will poke holes in it and oh, that would be pretty. I would like to see that. Are you going to post it when you get it done? 'Cause I like elephants. I like all animals. It's bugs I don't care for. I don't like bugs. So, but there's people that likes bugs. I'm just not one of them. I'm not one of them at all. I don't mind butterflies and dragonflies, that sort of thing, but them ugly little bugs, I don't care nothing about them ugly little bugs. Mm-mm, not at all. Oops, I went too far with that one. I almost missed my drop stitch. Running my face. Oh no. I did a pattern called stained glass window, and it was real pretty doing the stained glass window. Hey Barbara, how are you doing? Oh, thank you, doll. I appreciate that. You're gonna post your knitting when you get it done. I can't knit. I was learning, and then my aunt that was teaching me to knit, she passed away, so I never did finish learning. So, and I just can't seem to get it when I'm not right there with somebody that's uh knitting. If I'm not right there with them, I can't watch it um on YouTube and get it. I just can't do it. I don't know why I can't, but I just can't do it. So this is a hat that I'm doing for Cheryl. She wanted hot pink and blue, so they didn't have any hot blue. Right, I probably got hot blue to go with this hot pink, but it's really soft yarn, and I got it at Joann's, and they got their $5 yarn on sale for $3 right now, and it's really soft. It's called Twisted. It's got a white label with black on it. I guess it's theirs. Uh, I guess it's theirs. That they're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. Mine's working fine, so I don't know about the circle of doom. Mine's been doing that with other people. I'm trying to watch my circle of doom, like mine does that, but it's not circling. My screen will just all of a sudden go black. Yeah, me too. My screen just ends up going black, like I don't know what. So that's what happens to mine. And it's just I don't know why they don't freeze or nothing. They just my screen just goes black, and not really sure why. Because I go out and I come back, and it's fine for a few minutes, and then it does it again. So do you know when Tanya's supposed to be back? Hi, Beth. Oh, I'm making a beanie hat with a drop stitch um, to kind of, it's for Cheryl. She wanted a hot pink and blue hat. And first she said pink and blue, and then I got a baby pink, and the baby pink is not what she wanted. So I took and went to the store, and I called her while I was at the store, and I said, okay, this is the pink they've got. They've got this one, and this one. She says, I want that one. I said, which one? So I pointed, yes, that one. I said, okay. So it came home with me, and we're working on a hat. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a hat for Cheryl. Um, I got to go in and do some decreases on it because I know it's going to be a little bit big. Um, just a couple though, because I don't want it too tight on her because I know that when they do chemo, it kind of makes their skin sore. Well, it did Rick's skin. It made his sore, like he didn't want to touch me. Um, he didn't want me to touch him because, like we'd lay down. So I'd have to sleep back to back with him and be really still because his skin was so sore because of the chemo. So I'm trying to not make it too loose or too tight. And I went through and I put it against my face and all that stuff to make sure it wasn't rough or anything like that. And this is surprisingly soft. It is really surprisingly soft, and I just I was talking to her and telling her, I said, "Do you want me to make you a hat?" And and she said, "I don't want to put you out." She says, "I don't want to ask you," and I said, "You didn't ask, I did." You know how Cheryl is. She doesn't want to put anybody out. She doesn't want to put any extra on anybody. And like I told her, I said, you didn't ask me, I asked you. It's a difference. I asked you if you wanted me. And I think last time that I was on, I was talking about making it. And I think Margaret asked me, uh, there was people that were asking me about it, what yarn I used and all this kind of stuff. But I couldn't really say because of the fact that um, I hadn't tried it to see, because I always, when I'm doing something like this right here, when it's going to be around somebody's head or their face or something like that, I'm going to take it and put it against my face to see if it's soft enough for them. Now, if you do something like uh, mittens or something like that, that's a different story. But if it's going to be a scarf or a hat or something that's going to go across their face, like a scarf that would go across or whatever. Hi, Pam. How are you? Glad to see you here. If it's going to be something that's going to go across their face, it's going to be soft. It's got to be soft. And I'm just picky about that. So I can't really tell people um, what yarn I'll use until I go get it. Yes, she does. She looks forward to it. She really does. Um, so when I get this done, oh, and I also found a breast cancer pin. And when I get it done, I'm going to roll it up, and I'm going to, of course, she'll roll it up to fit the way she needs it to fit, and I'm going to put that pin on it. Um, so when I get it done, I didn't go down far enough, Teresa. You're supposed to pay attention to what you're doing. I get to talking and get myself sidetracked. You're supposed to go down into the next one, not the one that you're working in, to do the drop stitch on it. I'm not sure that's what it's called. That's just what I call it, the drop stitch on it. So anyway, she wants it to start with pink and end with pink. So after this, I'll do a blue, pink, blue, and then I'm going to end it with a scalloped edge in pink. No, 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 no. It's a breast cancer ribbon pin. So yeah, I found that, and I'm going to put it on here for her. Um, so that's what I was, and she can either leave it on or take it off, whatever she wants to do. It's up to her. It's totally up to her. If she doesn't want to wear this ugly little hat, then she don't have to wear this ugly little hat. It's totally up to her what she wants. And I asked her, did she want the newsboy hat? It's the one with the bill. And she said, no, I want a beanie hat. So um, that's what I'm making. And as you see, it's kind of a big hat. Um, but when I'm done, because I'm using the treble crochet here, it's making it larger. So when I'm done, it will fit her. It'll fit her, I promise. I've done took this hat out once and started it over again because she wanted the baby. She didn't want the baby pink. She wanted the hot pink. So I then started it over again. Yeah, thank you. I let Cheryl pick the colors on it. I did. I let her choose what color she wanted um, to do it with, and these are the colors she chose. So a fake twirly fan. I don't know what you're talking about. What's a fake twirly fan? You'll have to tell me. Now, my sister, she had cancer. She passed away in 2017. She had brain cancer. And um, she wanted a bright lemon yellow hat with a big pink flower on it. So I made her a bright yellow. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how to make those. I'll have to figure it out. But so I made her a bright yellow hat with a big pink rose on the front, and she wore it. She wore it to the hospital to do her. She did chemo as well as radiation. She did radiation therapy, then she did chemotherapy. So she did both. But there's bound to be a way to make a crochet a pinwheel. I just know there's bound to be. I'm fixing to tighten it up. But what do y'all think so far? Do you think that drop stitch looks okay? Well, if I made one, Beth, I would crochet it and I would put it on top, but I would just make it tie under here with like a piece of yarn, like a bow, so I could tell her she could take it off. She might not though, so But what do y'all think about the drop stitches in it? Do y'all think that's okay? Ooh, I missed one, didn't I? Oh well. I just thought the drop stitch would kind of break the colors because I was doing kind of a wide band to it and everything. So, and whenever I get this going, see, I'm fixing to start doing a decrease on it to I'll take my needle and I'll weave in the ends and stuff like that, just like I will these. I'll have a few ends to weave in, won't I? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Um, so, Beth, what are we doing tomorrow night? Have you decided? Hi, Margaret. How are you, hon? It's good to see you. I got that really pretty um, cross in my pocket that Margaret made. Thank you so much for sending it to me, Beth. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I was thinking about making a crocheting one for Cheryl and sending it to her. There are there's a pattern online for a crocheted cross in your pocket, but the cross is crocheted into it. Uh, so it would be something that you know it's supposed to be a bookmark, but I don't I don't think it works very well for me as a bookmark. Um, to me, it doesn't anyway. Uh, because of the beads that are in it, it takes the pony beads, like you melt them in the oven and uh, you melt them in the oven and uh, you make what do you them dots, I'm talking about the dots that you make. You melt the beads in the oven and have the little enamel dots. I knew I'd think of it in a year or two. Anyway, but it takes those beads like that to crochet. And so, yeah. She still hasn't got the mail I sent to her about a month or so ago. So I don't know what happened to it though. Cause, but I'm working on another one for you, Beth. You and Cindy both. I'm working on both of you one. I sent you I did send you a one of my tags. I did send you a tag. And this is what I've got left over. I told Janet I needed to figure out how to because this came off of the where I made the tassels for them, and I took and I brushed them out, because this was the yarn I used to make the tassels, and it kind of reminds me of little clown hair, don't it? But I told Janet Nash, I told her, I said, I need to figure out how to make them ribbons because I got some of them. I got some pretty fuzzies. I got pretty fuzzies to put in them ribbons. So she said she was going to make a short to 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 teach us how to make those ribbons because those were really pretty. Yeah, they are happy colors, Margaret. They are. They to me they're very happy colors. That's the reason why. Uh, and I use different things for the tags. They were not all the same. Um, I used a cookie box for one of them, and I used a black paper scrap for a couple of them, and I used different things for them to make them. So, and if y'all are wondering, I have to stop ever so often and put it down because my hand starts hurting and my eyes start bothering me. So I have to talk about something else for a minute. Um, but yeah, um, I didn't bring the mail in here. I would show you the happy mail I got from Beth and from Cindy. It's in the other room. So if y'all give me a second, I'll go get it. I got to stop for a minute on this anyway. So give me a second. Let me go get that mail and show you what I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's from Cindy and Esther, not Beth. Okay, and this one's from Esther, and she was my swap partner. And this is her tag that she sent me, and it says best tag swap from Esther Thompson, May 2024. And it's got a picture and a beautiful little uh, cluster on it, and kind of sparkly. I like sparkly now, you know. And she sent me some little goodies to go with it. And she sent me some little monkeys and their stickers. And she sent me this little piece of paper, and it's got a picture here and different things on it, you know, to put there. And she sent me this pretty little piece of paper, and you can see it scribbled Christmas trees. Those might be fun to make. And two cards she sent me, and a piece of ephemera package. And that's what I got from Esther. And this is from Cindy Levin from Cindy Makes Jewelry. Cindy loves jewelry and paper arts. Cindy Levin. And she sent me a song page and a tag and a clusters. She sent me a couple of clusters. Aren't they pretty? She made me some clusters to go by, which was very nice. And another cluster. Oh, she sent me two more clusters. And they're really pretty. And she sent me a coloring page. And it's got a bird on it, y'all. So there they are. Now, that's what I got from Cindy in Happy Mail. I haven't finished hers and Beth's Happy Mail to them yet. I did send Beth one Happy Mail with a tag in it, which is, you know, okay, but it's not the feathers and stuff that I'm cutting for Beth. Cindy wanted some of my my borders that I make. She says she likes those borders that I make. And I've got these right here that I'm going to make borders out of too. But she likes these borders, so I've got some in an envelope already for her. Then I've got some tags that I'm working on for Cindy that I've got to cut. This is a, as you can see, this is a Sizzix, and it's a pine cone and leaves. And then these are the tags that I'm going to cut for Cindy. And these are borders right here. And there's the owl that Janet sent me, and a polar bear. And here's the big feathers I'm gonna cut for Beth. These are both the same, but one's a little bit bigger than the other. And then I have these two big feathers. And then and like I told Cindy, I have the bus that she's got. This is a shaker card. It's a light bulb shaker card thing. And then this is a Christmas thing. I need to separate them, but I got to get me some more of these little things here. And I sent Janet Nash these wish flowers. She really liked those. And this is another die, and these are labels. This is two labels here mixed. I got them. I just got them stuck together. As you can see, there's a small label and a large label, and you cut this one and put it on top of this one if you want to. However you want to do that. They're just labels and all that for when you want to do a journal or something. And then butterflies. I cut these butterflies here for Janet Baum and sent them to her. And I've got to finish up another one for Janet because she wanted, both Janets, sorry, both of the Janets wanted, they both wanted my embossing folder that looks like waves. Oops, I done bumped that again, haven't I? I'm good at bumping. I'm telling you, I am. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Sherry. That's just a few of them. And I got some more in here that I'm working with. These are flowers. These are birds. These are more flowers. All the flowers wouldn't fit in that one, so I had to separate them. And these are page layout things. These are borders too. But these are corners. I love these corners. I like to take and cut two of them and glue them together on the edge and use them for a page bookmark. One of them is a butterfly, as you can see. A flower. It looks like a lotus flower. This one here is just, I'm not really sure what that one's supposed to be. And this one is just another flower here with smaller flowers around it. This is a corner, but you put it like on the corner of your page, and it doesn't cut out on the edge. It just cuts the squares out of the center, so you can use it and put a background behind it. Yes, they are. And here's one that cuts out like that. And another one that cuts out with just the little squares. Here's another little piece. This is another one that doesn't cut all the way out. You just put it on your page, say you want it like this, and you put it almost to the edge, and it just cuts. And it does cut this edge, but it doesn't cut these edges. So it stays, here's more page edges. And I usually just cut these on out and everything, but just because I want them as an edging. And then this one here is bubbles. I really like the bubbles. I like to cut them out of painting paper. As a matter of fact, I got a piece of painting paper over here I'm going to use. Then this right here, I got at the Dollar Tree. And it's a cute little thing when you cut it, it cuts really well. And these remind me of little waves, but it goes with these right here. If I can get them out, it goes with these right here. Each one is a little different on the edge. Like you lay it on the edge of your paper and it gives you a scalloped edge, like on your envelope edge or something like that. Um, like I said, and then this one matches the big one, only it's a smaller one. You put it like on the edge of your page, on your envelope to make it. And then this one is the same. It cuts flowers out instead. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let me see. But anyway, this is what I like to do. I like to do die cutting. I really do. Um, and I've got these out not because of anybody but me. I'm going to do some cuts on paper and all that to. And these, when I get through, they'll go back into a tote. But right now, I'm using these, so they're going up here. I have these laid out here too. I have the hearts laid out that I cut out. Come here. And these are the hearts that I cut out with these. And I have a train right here that I cut, and this is the little heart, and it's a set of hearts. And these actually come from the Dollar Tree, and they cut very well. They really do. But these are just my little hearts, and I keep them, and these are the hearts that they cut out right here. And this is quite thick. It's a little thicker than a normal cardstock. And this is the hearts that these cut out. So, and I'm trying to go back and cut out a sample of each thing that I have in my envelope here. I haven't done it yet, but like I've got these butterflies in this envelope, and this is a stamp that goes with this butterfly, and it's a Tim Holtz. So what I want to do is I want to stamp it, cut it, and I want to lay the I want to measure this and take a piece of cardstock and glue these butterflies down to it and put these in here so I can see. Yeah, it took a long time for them to get any dies at my Dollar Tree, but you know they're not in the craft section, right? You know where the over there where the flowers and stuff are, and there's and they hang the metal letters and all that stuff up at my Dollar Tree. That's where they put our dies. They don't put them in the craft section. They put them with the metal. So next time you go to your Dollar Tree, check over where they hang the metal letters. You know, the galvanized letters, because that's usually where I found our dies at our Dollar Tree. There ain't nobody want to speak to you. Quit talking so loud. Anyway, y'all hear him? There's somebody walking around outside my house. They're walking down the road though. They're not in my yard or anything. They're outside my house though. So, and it's somebody he doesn't know. So he barks like that if he doesn't know them. Um, he's a good watchdog though. He really is. Let me set this stuff to the side, and I can get started on this again. Oops. If I don't lose my needle, I can get started on it again. I'm good at dropping things, y'all. So I've been when you get your envelopes, they're going to have this tape on the back of them. I just like the color. I just liked it. And it's pet tape. It's real pretty. I got it because I liked it. It's just regular tape though, okay? It's just clear tape. It's vinyl tape with pretty pictures on it. So let me get going back on around now. Cheryl's Cheryl's head's gonna get uh, where it don't like me no more if I don't get her hat made and sent to her. Right? I think. For some reason, YouTube has been not giving me my notifications. So I've been getting into people's streams late um, whenever I get to watch them and everything. So I don't know what's going on with them or whatever. But, there it is. No, I'm not going backwards. Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't going backwards. It's just one of those things. Well, it would help if y'all could see exactly what I was doing and not slide so far back. My chair slides back on me, y'all. And I just keep crocheting and not paying no attention that I'm not in the screen. You'll have to excuse me for that. I have to look up once in a while, don't I? Yeah, I'm gonna cut some of the page out. Um, but I think what I'm gonna do instead of cutting two out, I'm thinking about taking and taking the and marking it and cutting around it and just and finding a contrasting color or something to go with it to do that with. I don't know. I have to see if I like that idea or not with the page markers. Maybe make some for Happy Mail because I haven't got any dies cut for Happy Mail. I sent out all my die cuts already, so now I got to get started over again. I'm running low on Happy Mail, so I got to make some. I got me a screen to do um, some handmade papers with. It just hasn't been uh, to where I can do it. I'm going to get me a blender that I can use to make handmade papers because all this junk mail and stuff and everything, it's just I don't know. I just hate to throw it away, but I get so much of it, I can't keep it all either. So now there's one hat started out. Now it started anyway. All right. I just wanted to sit and talk to some people for a little while and chat with y'all. So I'm going to let y'all go. And I'm going to sit here and let my hands and eyes rest a minute. And then I'll start again. And then I should be finished with it tonight. Go to the post office tomorrow and mail it off. And wait and hear if she's going to get upset with me. All right. Y'all take care. And I'll talk to y'all all later. Bye.